Hello? Am I live? Am I live? Is this working? So I have a new streaming setup and just trying to see how everything works. I'm using new software and oh, whoops. It helps if I put my microphone on, huh? Does this help? Now I'm all tangled. Hi, so come take a break with me. I'm just trying out a whole bunch of different things. I have a new camera, a new software, streaming software that I'm using. So I just want to try everything out and see how it works. And let me switch over to this. So hopefully, yeah, you can see me. And I'll be pulling some tarot cards. I'm starting a new tarot challenge today by Lion Hearts. You can find that on Instagram at Lion Hearts, and Hearts is spelled H-A-R-T. And I don't know, I'm just trying this whole setup out because you know, I love my little tarot stands here, but I like using a lot of cards when I do readings, so whoops. So I just needed more space, and I was just trying to figure out a different camera setup. So I appreciate you hanging out with me while I figure this out. I also have a new deck that I will be working with today. It inspired me to get out some of my Halloween decorations, so I'm really excited for the change of season. And so I think I'm going to do just a general collective reading because I feel like the energy right now is pretty tense and kind of overwhelming. So I just want to ask you to just come and step in and hang out with me for a little bit. Take a break, take a breath. I'm going to light some incense for us here. We have the moon has moved into Cancer today, so that might be causing emotions to be running particularly high. Water energy is kind of overwhelming sometimes. So how to work with water energy is to make sure that you're drinking extra water to encourage the natural rhythms of your body to be flowing, just like water. And that's the thing with, oh, well, it doesn't want to go out yet. And that's the thing with emotions is you want to feel and experience them and then let them flow, let them go, not let them overtake you and overwhelm you. And if anyone's here, please say hello. I have the chat down here because my old lady eyes can't see it up there. So please say hello. I will do free readings for anyone who's here today. But I am going to start out with just a collective reading, and that will kind of help you see kind of how I do, if you purchase a private reading with me, see how I have a specific layout that I use that I really love to do because it's called the Celtic compass spread, and it just has all these different elements that kind of help you incorporate just it helps you if you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed and not really sure which direction to go. It gives you all sorts of different directions for you to kind of flow. So if you're feeling overwhelmed and too much water energy, it shows you a way to help ground yourself where you should, and it helps you find a direction that you should be moving in. Actually, that's down here. What the direction that you should be moving in, what you need to let go of. It helps point you in the direction of what needs your attention, and then it just has all these different elements to it. That's just, I find, really helpful. Move those out of the way. And so, like I said, I'm also doing, I started a tarot challenge today, and the first day of the challenge, let me pull it up here. So it's Lion Hearts on Instagram. They have really good tarot challenges. They have them all the time. So this is called the Lion Hearts Rise and Fall Tarot Challenge, and today is the first day because it's the first day of September. So it says, what is the major theme for me this month? So I'm going to be using this new deck for the tarot challenge, and I'd be happy to pull a card for you for this first day. Because I really, I filmed the unboxing of this yesterday. It's so beautiful. I love it so much, and she has a Yule one that is available to pre-order, so that's so exciting. So I want to work with this deck as much as possible. So if you are here, let me know in the comments if you are interested in having a live reading with me today. It looks like maybe there's a few people here. I know some people are at work and trying to secretly like do fun things while you're at work. As we navigate this Cancer waning moon and this Wednesday hump day energy. Oh, look, let's go on a journey together. The Fool was the bottom card here. So, actually, I think I might pull an oracle card. For in the center of this spread, we have kind of, it's typically either like a situation or a question that you're asking, or it's to represent you in the center of the deck. And just because this deck is new to me, I think I'll go ahead and start and have this in the center. So I'm asking Spirit for just kind of collective energy for anyone who's watching now and anyone who is watching later, myself included in this reading, just how the collective is kind of feeling, how the energy is for the collective right now. And that one wants to come out, so we'll do that. And I'll be using the guidebook for this because, like I said, I want to review it later, and I want to explore all the aspects. So voices. With a tug at the gut, feel them romance your very breath. Listen to the gentle flickering within your eyes, for this is where they guide. The artwork on this deck is beautiful. Let me turn that off so you can get a good picture of the artwork. And two people, there are two authors of this deck, Lorraine Anderson and Juliet Diaz, both of which you can follow on Instagram too. So this is card number 42. Voices. So this is technically the first reading that I have done with this deck, so this is going to be a fun thing to do together. If anybody is here, let me know if you can hear me. Actually, maybe I should type that just in case you can't. I'm sure, like, out of the 3 microphones that are involved in this situation, hopefully at least one of them is working. So again, this is the Voices card. The keywords are encouragement and inner knowing. I'll read that passage again. With a tug at the gut, feel them romance your very breath. Listen to the gentle flickering within your eyes, for this is where they guide. So from what I can tell, and I'm not really sure, I'm seriously, I just opened this deck yesterday. From what I can tell, it's a poem on the card along with the keyword, and then there's a full description in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and read the full description because, like I said, I've never worked with this deck. And this card is going to be representing the collective. So just kind of have that in mind when we are doing the reading. Voices surround us, but we have to listen carefully. The powers speak to us in so many different ways, encouraging us as we travel along our path. There is a voice that can be found in the plants, animals, colors, shapes, winds, and rains. There are clues offering us guidance and encouragement as we make our way back to the true self. Spirit speaks to us in symbols, signs, faint sounds, and subtle cues. Our wise ancestors knew this. They knew everything has something to say for those who know how to listen, not just with their ears, but with their entire body, mind, and soul. This card has come to you as a reminder to listen to the guidance offered by Spirit through your environment. One of the best ways to connect is to go out into nature, ask a question to the wind, and listen for the answer. Perhaps a plant suddenly moves nearby, or something floats on the wind just in front of your face. These are all signs from Spirit to you. Ask your question and wait for the powers that be to answer. Be open-minded about the ways an answer can appear. Look for synchronicities or consistent signs that come together to tell a story. Something is a sign if you feel a connection to it, no matter how silly it seems. Trust in your ability to receive the language of Spirit. The powers that be will see this and will offer more to you. And then there's also a reverse description for that card as well. Which I only mention that because sometimes a lot of people don't do reversals in general, even with the tarot. But a lot of people don't do reversals with oracle cards for some reason. I think just with the tarot, people get overwhelmed with memorizing all the descriptions, so adding the reversal on top of that is like double the amount of information. So I understand it that way, and oracle cards are just great, general, easier to understand reading. So I think a lot of oracle cards don't even have reversal meanings, so it's kind of interesting that this one does. I don't know, I'm just rambling. Okay, so how this card, I feel, represents the collective is that we have moved into this new age of Aquarius, and I'm gonna shuffle while we're talking. I think it's opened us up to this new world where the veil is thinning. We're also moving into a time of year where the veil is thinning. It will reach its peak on Samhain. And that simply just means that we are able to communicate with our spirit guides better. We're able to communicate with people who have passed. We're able to communicate with our spirit guides, our angels, our past loved ones, able to communicate with nature spirits. I opened a circle here, so this is a safe container and place. Oh my gosh, there is somebody here, and I'm not even paying attention. So I did open a circle when I before I came on camera. So that's asking the 4 directions, the guardians of the east, south, west, and north. So the thinning veil and this new age of Aquarius is also opening us up to those spirits who are representative of air, fire, water, and earth. And hello, thank you for joining Hearts Love. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you so much. Is Jackson planning on giving me a love offer, and will he reply back to me soon? Okay, Hearts Love, do you mind if you give me your first name? It helps me to connect to your energy. If you don't mind. I can also use Hearts Love too if you don't feel comfortable. Is Jackson planning on giving me a love offer? So it sounds like you're waiting. Joanna, okay. And let me get a list going before. Where'd my. Oh, let me grab a piece of paper. So right before I started, my cat knocked over my my water and like spilled all over everything. So I had everything set up originally, but I had to move all the papers out of the way really quickly. So yeah, we're going to start with Joanna, and I will go to Gernard. Hi, Gernard. Thanks for joining us. And Jane. Okay, so Gernard and Jane, I've got you both on here to go next after Joanna. Okay, Joanna. Oops. Well, these ones just wanted to fall out. Oh, wow. So I definitely feel like that is a yes. Wow. Yeah, interesting. So we have the Two of Cups here, and that is very significant of a joining of relationship. So I think that he will probably be responding soon. And then the Knight of Cups comes up here too. And then the Devil fell out in reverse. So maybe he's trying to like overcome something, or has just recently overcome something, some sort of addiction, or let go of something. But in reverse, he's let go of whatever that is. So I feel like what were you congratulating him for? So what were you congratulating for? Because I feel like he just like overcame something, and now he's able to move forward, and definitely with the Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups, it's definitely on his way to you. Oh, well, so maybe he's just dealing with something internally, whatever this Devil in reverse is. So he's trying to let go of something. Maybe he's trying to get over like a past relationship. Something needs to happen for him to like let go of something before he's able to move forward. But I mean, these two cards are very, very promising here. The Knight of Cups is kind of the Prince Charming card here. Yeah, so congratulations to you. That should be happening soon. Let's see. I dropped my pen again. And I think we had somebody come in. Gerard, Lavender. Okay. All right, thank you so much, Joanna. Good luck to you. All right. Okay, Gerard, you're asking for a love reading as well. Gerard. Lots of people waiting for love. It's tough when you like put yourself out there and then you don't get a response. So it kind of sounds like you're in a similar situation to Joanna. All right, Gerard. What are my love interests and feelings? Okay. So a lot of this is kind of the same sort of energy here. The Tower in reverse. Something maybe has just kind of happened and they're trying to overcome something, like a big life change, a big shift in your life. The great thing about the Tower card is it feels like everything's crumbling around you, but it usually means that it's like wiping the slate clean, and you're able to build from the ground up and build like a really strong foundation. So with it in reverse, maybe they're kind of trying to hold on to that that energy for some reason, and they're just kind of like getting over it. And then with the Four of Swords that comes out here too, it means that they kind of need more time. They need to kind of take some time out for themselves and sort of almost like this is like a very meditative card, like they're kind of waiting and kind of processing whatever this Tower energy was. That also makes me feel like they're kind of holding on to that energy too. So let's pull another card for you. Okay, so she's probably just holding on to her ex in that past relationship. And, you know, it's really good. Like, give her space and time to heal. And just let her know that you are there for her. Yep, and look, the Fool. So then you guys will kind of be taking a leap of faith together once she's able to process that information. So yay, lots of new beginnings for you. But I definitely feel like letting her know that you are there, like giving her her space so that she feels comfortable and not pressured. And then you guys can like go on this wonderful journey together. That's wonderful that you understand that. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Gernard. And Jane, did you have a question? Let me go back up and see. What does, okay, another love reading, another love reading. What does B feel about Jane? Jane. You're welcome, Gernard. Good luck to you. All right, Jane. What does B feel about Jane? I'm kind of feeling like hesitation or like confusing energy. Okay. Yep. So interesting. So the Eight of Wands in reverse is, the Eight of Wands in general typically means that things are moving too quickly. So with it reversed, that again kind of makes me feel like they're holding back because they were kind of like, whoa, 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 like things are moving too quickly. The Judgment in reverse is maybe they're being too hard on themselves, again, maybe from like a past relationship, because the Judgment card is a lot about self-reflection, and so they're maybe feeling guilty about something in the past. So they're kind of holding on to that energy. And then again with the Four of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles is a very like grounded and stable energy, but sometimes it's a little restrictive. They're holding on to something. See how this person is holding on to the coin? It's like they're not able to let it go. And specifically like with this Judgment card, sometimes like when we go through difficult situations, or have like, I'm just going to use grief as an example. I'm not saying that that has anything to do with this person, but like sometimes we hold on to our grief because it's like the last that we have left of that person. So we have trouble letting it go. And it kind of feels like, well, if I allow myself to be happy and to not grieve this anymore, then it's like they're really gone and it's really hard to let go of. So that can like be with any negative emotion that we hold on to. It's because we're scared of that emptiness. We're scared of the unknown. We're scared of we're just not able to let go because it's like we'll feel empty and we don't know what that emptiness is going to feel like. So let me know if this is making sense to you. I feel like this person is just holding on to something. Maybe if you guys are friends, maybe they're holding on to maybe they're holding on to the friendship and are scared to let go of that because they're scared to ruin the relationship, you know? I mean, I totally understand that feeling. I married my best friend, and it was like we put it off for so long because it was like, I don't want to lose this friendship because this person's really important to me. And maybe with the Judgment card, they're scared that they aren't good enough for you for some reason. They are definitely like holding something against themselves. So I think they kind of feel like things are going too fast, and they don't feel like they're good enough for you or something, and they're holding on to. Hi, Melina. I will put you on the list. Oh, you're not in contact. Well, let me get another card for you and B, Jane and B. Can we have some clarification for that? The Lovers. So maybe reach out and contact them. Five of Swords. Did you have like a fight, or did something like happen between you that was some sort of conflict? This one wants to come out too. Yeah, Ten of Cups reversed. So like I feel like maybe you were happy and there was some sort of conflict. Maybe the reason why you're not talking anymore or not in contact. I know there's quite a delay, so I'll see if Jane has a response. And so when we get messages from the tarot, this is not like a definite, like set in stone thing, especially when you get reverse cards like this. Like this is not set in stone. It's really easy to turn this back or right side up. The Ten of Cups is like happy family, like happy times, good memories. It's really easy to just turn that upside down by changing the way you look at a situation, changing how you are in a situation. Remember that relationships are like 50-50 and two-way street. Like you can only clean up your side of the street if they have something that they are going through. They can fix that side of the street. That's their work. You can be there for support, but you can't change what somebody else is doing with their life. You can only, and don't judge them, because they're obviously judging themselves a lot. Okay, so yeah, so are you trying to get in contact with this person? This Five of Swords in reverse, it's kind of like you walked away feeling good about it, but they didn't. Is this like a past love? And sometimes people are brought into our lives just to teach us a lesson. It's hard to let go of that, but it's just, sometimes it's just a lesson. And then once you like move on and let go, which it kind of sounds like you're trying to sever some sort of tie. Oh, I know, it's hard to let go. But you can only work on you and work on making yourself happy. And again, just always let them know that they're there for support. This other card wants to come out. Look at that. Yep, see? You need to work on you. Eight of Pentacles, work on you. I mean, this person in this picture is specifically working on an art project. But work on some sort of project on your, if it's a creative project, or like just find some hobby, something that makes you happy. Because, and that's another important lesson that we all have to learn, is we can't depend on other people to make us happy. In the same way that they can't depend on you to make you happy. So work on you. Work on you. Work on the things that you love. Good luck to you, Jane. I don't like that crying emoji. Good luck to you. Okay, I hope I don't think I missed anything. But Lavender, I've got you coming up next. Let me go back up and see if you had a specific question. Sharfina. I'm just going to light some incense while we shuffle here. Thank you for joining me, everybody. This is my first time using this specific stream setup, so any feedback is appreciated. Also on the readings, but specifically I'm just trying to figure out this layout and if it works for the readings. Alright, so Sharfina, and what was the name? I lost it. Feelings and intentions. Feelings and intentions towards Sharfina. Alright, what are Jalene's feelings for Sharfina? Is this someone that walked away from you, or did you walk away from them? Oops. Cards are just falling out today. Yeah, so this card is definitely representing you So you kind of feel like you've walked away, but you're not sure of it. That's why it's in reverse. So you're kind of like, should I have walked away? I'm not really sure. And then we have the Tower in reverse. So you're kind of like, you've walked away, but you're still holding on to it. And you're not kind of ready to let that tower crumble. And I don't know if you were here listening earlier when we had the tower. The tower needs to crumble. It needs to, like, you need to start with a solid foundation. But with it in reverse, it sounds like you're not, like, allowing that to happen. You're not allowing for that clean slate. But what are their intentions for you? Whoops. Were things moving too quickly, or maybe they're just ready to move on? The Eight of Wands here is all about movement, and quick movement. So if somebody's running, either you're running or they're running. More like giving up, maybe. Oops. So are you feeling unsure about, so you're just hanging out as friends. Are you feeling unsure about, like, you want more? Because I kind of feel like they're trying to, like, separate them from you. The Emperor, it sounds like they have kind of made up their mind. And maybe that is to, like, save the friendship. So they're just trying to be, like, level-headed. And, like, I think they're trying to define and set boundaries. Like, this is our relationship. It's in the friend zone. Even though, like, whatever happened before may have been, like, crossing that line. I think that they just want to have a definition of, like, what's going on. So maybe just have a conversation with them. I think you need to, like, be clear about, and I mean, figure out what you want first. The Ace of Swords. So you have to figure out what you want first, and have a conversation and decide, because they are feeling the same way, and they need definition. You have to remind them that you agreed to be friends. Well, guys are like that. They don't really think with their head. Well, ask him. I think he wants to have the definition and the boundary and the understanding as well. I mean, if you're both having, oops, the Hermit wanted to jump out. So I think you need to take time and really figure out what you want. Because it sounds like you're thinking about him a lot, and, like, how does he feel? How does he feel? Because you want to figure, like, it's almost like that would help you determine how you feel if you knew how he felt. So you either need to have that conversation or hang out with yourself. The Hermit card is all about solitary and figuring out what you want for yourself. And that might mean taking a break from him for a little while. Like, even if it's just, like, a weekend. Like, spend a weekend by yourself and figure out, like, and see how you feel. Like, were you missing him during that time? And how were you missing him during that time? Were you thinking about him in a romantic way, or were you thinking about, like, man, I just want to talk to him about my day, that kind of thing? But still have that conversation. Figure out how you feel. And make sure it's like you're really wanting a romantic relationship for because you have those feelings, not just because like it's convenient to fall in love with your friend and that's like everybody's dream, right? Yeah. I have been there and I feel you. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining, Lavender. Because the mixed signals are because you're both confused. So like, if you figure out what signals you want to send out, and then have the conversation. Look, this is how I feel, and then you can help him or he can uncross his signals, and then you can both be sending out the same signal. Alrighty. Let me go back up. Thank you for liking and subscribing, everybody. So just a general reading, Mama Lena, if you don't mind, can you share your first name with me? If not, that's totally fine too. I don't want to pressure anybody. And then Noza, you'll be after Melina. Mama Lena. General love reading. Okay. Lots of love in the air today. You want to know why? Because the moon is in Cancer and we are all feeling all the feelings. Whew, and it's overwhelming. That's why I wanted to do these readings today. If there's anybody else other than Noza that wants a reading, I'm going to cut off the queue for now, just because I really do want to do a collective reading before I close out today. Era. Okay, what's going on with Era's love? Era's love message. What's going on? What's going on? Your energy is feeling kind of like grounded and stable. Like I feel like I need to sit up straight. You feel like confident in how you're feeling, or at least that's your energy. Yep. The Emperor. Yeah, so you are a very grounded and stable person, just kind of like confident, and you're just like, you feel good about how you feel. You feel like grounded and stable. So general love. Oh, but you're kind of confused. Why are you confused? When the Page of Cups is reversed, this makes me feel like, are you like closing yourself off to some sort of emotion because you are this like typical, like you hold everything together, like you're the person that oh, you're an Aries, cool. Well, then that is definitely your card then. Yeah, Joanna, I'll put you after the next person. So I feel like you are closing yourself off from feeling something. This card wants to come out to you. Ooh, and you are not accepting what's being offered to you. Why? So something is being offered to you. Someone's approaching you with emotions, and Aries is kind of like, I don't want to deal with those emotions. You can like keep those emotions in that cup. I ain't taking it. See how she's sitting there. She's like got her hands crossed across her chest, and she's not accepting that cup that's floating in front of her. Oh, thank you for that feedback, Lavender. But are you wanting it? Are you wanting love, though? Oh, do you have a lot of choices being offered to you? I know there's quite a delay. I'm like, I gotta know how many people are offering. So, I mean, it's good to be happy with yourself and be single and like you can thrive. I think it's so important for people to like be single before they get into a committed relationship, because you gotta figure out who you are before you're able to commit to somebody. Otherwise, you just get kind of mixed up with each other, and you don't know who's who. If you know, like, and you do, like, if you're the emperor, you know who you are, what you want in life. Yeah, but you're confused. The Seven of Cups is so hard because look at all those options, and they're all good options. How do we make a decision about that? How do we make a decision? Hi, RuPaul. I am doing free readings today, but I've closed the queue. If you stick around to the end, I'm going to do a general collective reading. And then I also have links in the description below for how to get a private personal reading and all that good stuff. So King of Pentacles is coming up for you, Mama Lena. So if there's somebody in your life that has this, again, like this is kind of a good match because they're both grounded and stable energy. So is there someone in your life that is one of these people offering their emotions to you? That has kind of the same energy that you do, that's like really like, you know who you are and you know what you want. So that person is coming forward for you. If there is somebody, one of those Seven of Cups that you got, trying to get in relationships with you. And they're kind of not, they're hesitant about moving forward also with this Chariot in reverse. So, I mean, you guys are both like content on your own, and you're kind of scared to move forward with anything else. But you do have, I mean, you both have everything that you need to move forward. Anything that will help them move forward. What will help them move forward? It's going to be like, a lot of times it's going to be difficult. Five of Wands. Is there a conflict in there? You're making a conflict for no reason. The Five of Wands kind of looks like a bunch of kids playing with some sticks. It's like, why are you fighting it? Why are you... Universe wants you to go, I think. Yep. Universe wants you to start a new relationship. So if there is a King of Pentacles type person in your life that has the similar energy to you as the Emperor, very grounded, stable, knows what you want, kind of happy alone. Yeah, because I have the feeling that like there is this like grounded, predictable person, but then there's also like a really fun person, and you kind of want to have a little bit of fun instead of being too serious. But universe wants you to start a new relationship. And good luck to you. That's exciting. And also super flattering that you have so many offers on your table. Just gonna light some more incense here. Lots of energy in here today, you guys. I'm feeling it. So thank you, Mama Lena. Noza, did you give me your name or a question? Your future with Matthew. But did you tell me your name? I'll give that a few minutes to see if you don't want to give me your name, that's fine too. I can use Noza, but it helps to kind of tap into your energy. Yeah, I saw that you were asking about Matthew, your future with Matthew. But if you don't mind, it helps me to. Noriko, thank you. Welcome, Noriko. Spirit, what's going on with Noriko and Matthew? I'm feeling kind of scared. Like this one wants to come out. 7 of Wands. Are like people kind of like trying to drag you guys down, and not like you feel like you're kind of having to fight for it? Noriko and Matthew, what's going on? That didn't shuffle very well. This deck is so hard to shuffle. He's not acting like it. So you kind of feel like so are you scared of losing him? Is that the energy that I'm feeling? He wants a new start. Well, the Sun, there is some happiness. Or maybe that's... I mean, we're asking about the future here. So there's happiness in the future. Maybe it's just going to take time to... so the Hermit in reverse. The Hermit means that you need time by yourself, but you're not allowing. So maybe in order to get that fresh start, you need to allow yourself some alone time, some separation time. And this doesn't have to mean like breaking up. It just means like just like doing something separately. Like when we're trying to mend relationships, we try to just like, well, we have to be together all the time and that's going to fix it. But sometimes separation helps. And like I was saying with the last person, you're old and you want to make it right. Well, that's good. I mean, I see that happiness shining through. You want this goodness and happiness to shine through. And this could also, the Sun card could also be representing, like this is like thinking of past memories of how you want it to go back to the way it was before. But the thing with a new start is that it has to be new. It has to be new. And sometimes taking your time out and separating. And if you're living together, I mean, that I know it's hard to be separated, but just kind of like put your headphones on, grab a book, read, and do your own separate things. If you are living together, I don't know if you are. because it just helps clear the slate. Like if you're wanting a fresh start, you need to clear the slate. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Someone's being stubborn. But I mean, we asked about the future and the sun came up here. So I feel like good things are coming to you, but you just need to give it time. And you have the Seven of Cups also. So are there like other options? Are you like, I feel like maybe you probably just want to know what is going on because you want to move on if you need to move on, or you want to stay if you're going to stay. So you're kind of just like trying to look at all your options. Oh, you live a bit far? Well, in that case, if you live far from each other, in that case, I mean, put down, like, don't be texting on and off all day. Like, just do like a little like radio silence. Like, hang out with maybe some other friends for a while. And I'm not saying like break up for months or whatever. I'm just saying like take the weekend. Like hey, this Labor Day weekend I'm gonna go hang out with these people. I feel like you have a lot. You're like, you know how you feel about things. Like you are just like, I feel like you have like very wise energy. Well, if you guys don't see each other that often, I mean, maybe in that case it should be like you go away together. Like, because sometimes that like, I mean, just going out for the night or spending the weekend together, like having to like physically take yourself out of your life, because like stress just shits on relationships. Like it's life, like this mundane world that we live in is just like crap. Like work sucks. There's so much going on in the world. It's really difficult to like be together. So now it's, you kind of like maybe need to get like an escape, like a retreat. Well, maybe he's trying to just take the time away to figure out what he wants. Yeah, so the Two of Wands coming up is where you have a plan, you know what you want to do, but you haven't taken the first steps yet. You're kind of just like in the planning stages. So maybe he just needs to figure out like what is going on with him. I do see happiness in your future though. It just feels very conflictive, like you're kind of like having to fight for it right now. And you want to know what all your options are. So again, have that communication. King of Swords is the King of communication. He's very wise. He doesn't let these clouds in the background cloud his judgment. So just formulate a plan. Like figure out what you want, figure out what they want. And then come together, because twos are all about coming together. And there is some happiness in your future, I feel. A lot of sword energy, too. Sword energy, like you are very wise. I feel like. Melina knows that, Joanna. Good luck to you. I kind of like, I feel like you know what you want, and it's just you're kind of like having to fight for it right now. But I feel like the clouds will clear. I feel like with that, all that sword energy. And remember, I always say this too shall pass. It's just a phase. So we're in Cancer. We just moved into Cancer, the moon in Cancer. And the moon rules emotions. Cancer rules the moon. So it's just kind of like feeling really overwhelming. And But in a few days, we move into Leo, and Leo is all about like flash and flare and energy and fun. So just like the next 2 days, like be gentle with yourself, kind of just like take a step back, and then when we move into Leo, you might just have like a new fresh energy, and you might like get that spark ignited again to kind of move forward. If he was the Queen of Swords in reverse, I think that could be emotionally immature, because he has the potential to have that sword energy, which is wise and strength. But with with the Queen of Swords in reverse, that's like I was kind of getting the feeling that you were the King of Swords and he was the Queen of Swords. So yeah, in reverse, it's just like they're not ready for it. They don't know what to do with it, with their emotions. But I feel like because he's the Queen of Swords in reverse, that he eventually will be able to flip that upside down, and then you will move into that sun energy whenever he's able to get his emotions in order. Okay, Joanna. Yeah, we're back to Joanna. Let me clear with some sage this time. And let me go back to you, Joanna. Sometimes when I do readings, it just goes in and then it comes out, and then I'm like, wait, what just happened? So what were we talking about with you, Joanna? Because everybody's been talking about love, so I'm confused. I'm confusing myself. Oh, yeah. So Jackson was definitely. Okay. Does he miss me? I mean, I don't even have to do a reading to tell you if he misses you. Yes, he misses you, because you had the Two of Cups and you had the King of Cups. So yes, he definitely misses you, but I'll pull some cards for you anyway. You just need to hear it from somebody else. You already know that answer, but I get it. You have to have somebody else tell you. All right, does Jackson miss Joanna? Yeah. They feel happy when they think of you. I didn't even need to pull a card for that, girl. You're kidding. Oh my gosh. I get it though. I get it. You need to hear it. We don't trust ourselves enough. Oh wait, no, this was part of the collective reading. I forgot. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. This has been a lot of fun. If you choose to stick around, I am going to do a general collective reading, because with the moon in Cancer, I mean, the energy's been feeling pretty heavy for the last few weeks. I mean, and if I'm being honest, like, let's be real here, for the last few years, it's been a little heavy. But this week especially, and then when we moved into Cancer today, I was like, oh my God, feeling it. So I think that, like, collectively, like, this card is representing the collective, this voices card, and it's talking about listening to the voices within yourself, and that kind of relates to the readings that we were doing earlier. Everybody, like, we try to attach ourselves to things because everything's so overwhelming, and we just need to focus on this one thing, and we're going to focus on it. But grounding yourself and breathing when things feel overwhelming is really important. and paying attention to the signs around you. Like for Joanna, for example, like you knew the answer to that question. You knew it. If you had stopped and taken a few deep breaths and said, is he missing me? You would get this answer immediately. You would feel it if you took a few deep breaths. You would feel that and say yes. And look for signs. I mean, I see like, it could be like a butterfly or a bird or just something. Have you ever like, when you notice a car that you like and you're like, oh, I'd like to have that car. And then it's like all you can see. It's that when you start paying attention to things, the universe is trying to guide us in different directions. So I think this time is really important for all of us to just really slow down and listen to the voice within us and listen to the voice of spirit. Because they're trying to help us through this time. This time is like super difficult and hard for everybody. And I really think that like we all kind of need this reading today. So how I use the Celtic compass spread if you choose to purchase a reading from my website. This is kind of like what that will look like. So we start in the center, and that's you, that's spirit, and that's the card that we have here, voices. So now we're moving into the collective. Kind of try to take a few deep breaths and settle in. Just relax. Take a little break from work. Have some water. Actually, I'll take a sip of water too. Let's listen to your own advice, Allison. I had to put it way up there because my cat knocked it over earlier. So what can help ground the collective? We're starting in the north, the guardians of the north. They help us with stability. Interesting. 10 of Pentacles. So what will ground us, I think, with this 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and this goes in the north section of the spread. This makes me feel like we need to kind of stop focusing so much on me, wealth, and like all of the like negative aspects of wealth. Like we're like, well, I can't do this kind deed because I've got to work and I've got to pay my bills and I think we need to like take a step back from that. So like what will ground us, 10 of Pentacles in reverse is kind of letting go of that. Like it's, we like hide out in these little clusters of people, and that's kind of all we think about is like what's close to us, what's me and mine, and what's my family's and what's my friends. But we really have to stop and look at the big picture. I think we have to look at like there's so much going on right now, and there are so many other people that are hurting more than we are right now. And I am not saying that whatever you're going through right now is not difficult and it's not hard, because it is. And I feel you and I see you. But everybody's going through that. So I think this is a really important message to help ground us is to realize, like, when you're feeling frustrated and mad at the grocery store, to remember that that other person that you're getting mad at is having a really hard time too. So that's something that will help ground us in this difficult time. Remembering that everybody is struggling. We're not the only ones. Yeah, because we want to move steady and go forward. Knight of Pentacles is slow, steady, grounded movement, not rushing things. So what kind of thoughts are we having now? We're moving to the direction of the east, which is spirits of air, and air is the wisdom. Air is the like fresh summer breeze or that fall breeze that's coming in. You can feel the weather starting to change. And it's our thoughts. So what thoughts are we having collectively? The Five of Cups. Five of Cups is my crying over spilled milk card. We are, when it's face up, I call it the crying over spilled milk card. We are so focused on all these bad things that are happening, and we're not able to see the good things. But in reverse, it's like we are blocking everything. We're kind of numbing out. We're not even noticing the bad, and we're not noticing the good either. So those are thoughts that we are stuck in, that are kind of like spinning around in circles, like just trying to numb out. And I feel that energy totally. So those are our thoughts, and that's just something to be aware of, to notice that like we're not focusing on the big picture. So then we move down to the direction of the south. It's this element of fire, and this is like, what is igniting us? What are we passionate about? What are we excited about? What are we looking forward to? Because it's hard to look forward to things. So this is an important reminder to, what are we looking forward to? Nine of Pentacles, everything's in reverse. So when everything comes up in reverse, I feel like we're kind of blocking this energy. We're not aware. We're not listening to the voices. So the Nine of Pentacles upright is a really wonderful, lovely card. And it is a very fire, well, it's an earth card, but it's a very like fruitful card in that sense. And her garden is luscious and growing and abundant and prosperous. But in reverse, we're blocking it. Like, why we're not allowing those good things that we, I mean, one of the biggest, well, other than feeling like sad and knowing that you're depressed, I think one of the hardest things about depression is that we are, you don't enjoy the things that you used to be passionate about. Like, you don't enjoy the movies you like to watch. You don't enjoy hanging out with your friends like you used to, and you don't enjoy, like, if you're creative, you don't enjoy doing those creative projects anymore. So gosh, I feel this, like we're not allowing ourselves to feel that passion because maybe we feel guilty, or we're just trying to numb out with this Five of Cups card reversed. So now we move to the direction of water. This is going to be a heavy reading. This was supposed to help make everybody feel better. Oh, hey, Amber. Thank you for joining. I was trying to do a collective reading to, like, make everybody feel better, but this is kind of ending up being a heavy reading. So I'm moving to the direction of the west, which is the element of water, which is the heavy energy that we are feeling today because the moon is in Cancer. Seven of Wands energy is, so we're feeling like everything's trying to bring us down, and we're like fighting to try to stay on top. I feel that. So here's hopefully where we can like turn this reading into maybe a little bit more positive energy. What needs our attention? Spirit, what needs our attention? Ooh, I just got like a really big wave of energy right there. In my heart chakra. So I need to focus on like what's going on inside of our heart. Physically treating like eating heart healthy foods, but also feeling like this really, really, really heavy feeling in my heart. It felt like an arrow to my heart. We better not pick the Three of Swords. Oh my God, because that's what that energy feels like. Please don't. All right, Spirit, what needs our attention? What needs our attention? Hopefully it's something good. What needs our attention? Ten of Wands. Okay, that's not that bad. Ten of Wands can sometimes be heavy. You feel like you're doing everything yourself. But in reverse, it's about like dropping all of those wands. So we need to kind of like re-examine, and this is a really good time to do that because I don't know while I'm talking about that, I'm going to put that up there. So we're talking about the Ten of Swords in reverse. So this is a really good time to kind of reevaluate what load you are carrying, what like physical load you are carrying in your hands. A lot of us try to do too much, and having this Ten of Wands in reverse, that needs our attention, and we need to like drop it. You need to set down the things that aren't bringing you like happiness, that are stressing you out, that are making you worry. And if this stresses you out, you're like, well, I have to do all these things, like I can't set any of this down, then you need to just like reprioritize and schedule and practice your time management skills. And Virgo season is the best time to be doing this, because Virgo energy helps us to get organized, helps us to reevaluate and restructure things. Virgo is an earth sign, it's an earth energy. So it helps us to just kind of like reconfigure how we do things. And Virgo loves to fix things. So whatever you set down, Virgo will either help you get rid of it, or it will help you fit it into your schedule and your day-to-day to help you figure that out. So what needs our attention collectively is to put down things that don't matter. And that can even mean like not binge watching an entire season of a show in one night and like going to bed earlier. And I'm laughing and I'm saying it because I do the same thing. I'm just like, after dinner, I just want to turn on the TV and just like zone out. But if I didn't do that, if I put that down, then I would have more time to rest, relax, rejuvenate. Because a lot of the things that we do to help recuperate and help regenerate ourselves are not actually regenerating ourselves. Like having having those comfort foods at the end of the night, that's not actually giving us fuel. It's actually like weighing us down. Binge watching a TV, it's just distracting us. It's not actually like filling us up with anything. And I'm not passing judgment here. These things that I'm listing are things that I'm noticing about myself that I'm doing to just get by and to make things better, easier, distract myself. So it's time to set some things down that aren't really serving us right now. It doesn't mean that you can't pick it up. It doesn't mean that you can't, like, this weekend binge watch an entire series of something. It just means like maybe on your work days and your day-to-day, you need to like set things down and like really recharge yourself. And then you can just like zone out on the weekend or whatever. Like just prioritize and do everything in moderation. Okay, so where do we need to direct our energy? After we've set something down, the Magician. Yay, finally a happy card. The Magician is all about knowing how to use the things that you have around you. The Magician is able to use all of the elements. She's able to use earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And so we need to direct our energy towards using the tools that we have around us. A lot of times, like we try to like pull all these things into ourselves, like binge watching TV, comfort food. We go shopping and spend money that we don't have, and we're trying to pull people. Like, I need this relationship, I need this person in my life, and we have to stop and remember to direct our energy towards the things that we already have, the tools that you already have within you, and the stuff that you already have in your house. You don't need to go out and buy a new tarot deck like I did, because I obviously have a million tarot decks and I didn't need to buy another one. But it made me happy and it was my birthday, so I treated myself. But just remember that you do have all the tools within you, and you probably already have all the physical, tangible things in your life that you need. You have all the necessities that you need. So directing our energy towards, or we need to bring attention to putting things down, and we need to direct our energy towards just using what we have. We have a lot. We have a lot. Sometimes we just get stuck on focusing on the things that we need and the things that we want. But remember that we always, always, always have these tools within us. Okay, so what do we need to let go of? I know we've already set something down. What do we need to let go of? We need to... Because I told you, this Ten of Wands in reverse, I told you that you were going to be able to keep it, even if you set it down. But this card is going to tell us what we need to let go of. I kind of like that. Okay, this isn't that bad, guys. So we need to let go of old traditions, old ways of thinking, old laws, old, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but letting go of those old restrictive boundaries that don't serve us anymore. We need to move forward and create this new world that is happier, healthier for everybody. We need to let go of the me, and we need to focus on the collective, which is why I wanted to do a collective reading today. So that's not that bad. We can handle that, right? Nobody likes these rules and laws and all this judgment, and nobody likes the way society is right now. Nobody likes it. So let's let go. Let's let go. And what's going to be the outcome? Please let it be a good outcome. What's going to be the outcome? If we're able to set things down, if we're able to use the tools that we have within us, and we're ready to let go of the laws, then we can come home to this new, wonderful, happy, healthy world. Look at Four of Wands is grounded, stable. It's a fire card, but it's probably the most grounded fire card in the tarot deck. So look, we get to come home if we do all of these things. We get to come home and feel like we're at home and feel happy and healthy. Yay, that wasn't that bad. I was scared. It started out kind of scary. And then again, remember this card, and this is us in the center. Listen to the signs and voices inside of us. If you are coming up to this like reverse Nine of Pentacles, and you're just like, oh, but I don't have, but I want and I need. Just remember that, or somebody like, why was that person so mean to me? Remember that we are all struggling right now. And notice those signs. Like if you are in a conflictive situation, when you're out in public, I don't know, I always bring up the grocery store because that's like the only place that I go. But when you're like feeling that conflict and energy and you're just like, oh, why is this person being a dick to me? Just remember that they're hurting too. We're all hurting. We're all struggling. Everybody's struggling. Like big corporation businesses are laying off people and small businesses are closing. Like everything's affecting all of us. So just remember that like the person that you're having an interaction with is probably hurting too and struggling on the outside. So then we need to set down these wands. We're trying to carry and hold too much. We need to set it down. Set down. So don't try to do it all by yourself either. And we need to stop numbing out. We need to recognize the good and the bad and able to move forward. We can use all of the tools that we have within us. We have everything that we need to have this passion, to reignite our passion, to turn this Nine of Pentacles right side up. We have the tools that we need. And we need to let go of the strict boundaries, the old traditions that are no longer serving us. We need to let those go so that we can stop feeling like we're fighting for everything that we have. Drop those wands down and stake them in the ground so that we can all come home into this nice awesome little gazebo thing that these people are about to go frolic in their bare feet. Because that's the world I want to live in. I want to live in a a world that frolics. Let's frolic in the meadow. Oh, thanks, Amber. You're my #1 fan. So, how does everybody feel about that? I feel a little better. I feel a little better. A little less overwhelmed. Like, we stopped and we took a deep breath. We had a little coffee break. We had a little tarot reading, and now we can move forward. And knowing that the future looks bright is a little bit easier too. So, thank you everyone for joining me today. Here's some more Palo Santo for you. Palo Santo brings in the positive energy. And we want to thank all our spirit guides for being here, our angels, our guardians, all the guardians of the 4 directions, north, west, south, and east. And we're all going to be okay. Oh, I think I'm going to start streaming on Twitch. So this is why I was like checking out this little streaming setup. And let's put this up here because this is the goal here. The 4 of Wands is the goal. Oh wait, I'll take a picture of that for the social medias. That was right there. Okay. So that's our reading for today. Follow me on Instagram. I have too many Instagram accounts, but you can find me at The Lazy Herbalist. And that is my massage business. You can schedule a distance online healing session with me or a tarot reading. I'm also the creator of the Just a Phase Moon Planner, which I did not bring to hold in front of me today because I'm new to this. But there's only 4 months left of the year and of the planner, so you can get it at a very deep discount because you missed the first half of it. But it would be a really great thing to pick up because it's on sale, but also because we're moving into shadow season, and it's a really good time to kind of like reflect on yourself, and the journal will help guide you. The planner will help you schedule and follow the moon phases and learn about your zodiac sign and help you to just kind of like make it through the dark part of the year. And then maybe you'll be interested in the 2022 planner, which is going to be for the entire year, which I'm really excited about and I'm working hard on completing as soon as possible. I also have these cool beeswax candles for sale. I just want to bring light and happiness and peace and calm into your world to help you live in this wonderful wonderland that we can all be aiming towards together. So thank you for like joining me today, and I will I think I put the Twitch information in the description, but maybe I didn't. I'm gonna start streaming there soon, so I hope to see you there. I'll probably come back on YouTube and do this again. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Let's see.